stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. I bet you could thaw yourself with sheer rage. Oh dear, you spelled your name with a 5.
Alright, I think that's good. How do I...
At last, a kindred spirit. Things tend to vanish off tables whenever you're around.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I like doing these. What we got? What we got? You know what? I'm just gonna dip out of Discord, because I don't think anybody's getting on. And then we're gonna bam, bam, bada ba ba. There. And then do that. Perfect. Sometimes quality control means sampling a delicious borscht smoothie. But most of the time it means swallowing toxins until you find one that stays down. I'll have a good surprise now that you're stomach lining has the consistency of a broken-in saddle. It's easy to explore your culinary limits. Wow. Drink. Block. Persuade. Shock damage. Down. Engineering up. Dodge up. N-ray damage? What? Corrosion damage. I don't know what I want to do. Let's do this.
No discernible aptitude? We'll see about that.
Oh, I don't like any of these. This guy looks like Gibby. Let's do that one. I'm gonna make Gibby. What color eyes does Gibby have? Doesn't matter, we're making random ones. Ooh, I like those white ones. Oh my god. Hold on. Let the creative process flow. Let's see what we get here. What is this doing? I don't see any difference. Is that... This is barely doing anything. That's not even noticeable. Brow forward. That's noticeable. I can't find a good spot for it, man. I don't know where I want to put it. It's not that big. Too high. Too plump. Yeah, too plump. That looks good there. Hair. I don't know, I kind of like that one. I feel like his forehead looks massive right now. I don't know how to fix that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's noticeable there. What is my name? That's a good question. What is my name? Bilbo Baggins. Cause why the fuck not? That's what he looks like.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
No clue what's happening.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. Its drive is
Shit.
evaporated.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
Oh.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Ow.
Ah, you've landed good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Dude.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trust you. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
What am I hiding from? Oh, those are your bad guys? Bad guys. Evil monsters. Oh, they look scary. Uh-oh. Calm down, buddy.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Ow.
Hey, you, come here.
Oh.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stinks. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired.
Oh.
Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What are you doing?
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Persuade.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Sell tuna. Nice. So what, I'm supposed to shoot that?
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Press the tactical time dilation button. Slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. Limited time in this mode, standing still drains your meter very slowly while moving, and attacking drains it faster. Refreshes slowly over time. Oh god, my aim sucks. Whoa. The fuck? Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks and bypass shunts. Are used to break computer encryptions. Skills high enough to break the security. We'll see how many mag picks. Woo! Dang. Skills high enough to break the security. You'll see how many mag picks or shunts you will need and how long it'll take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. What is growling at me?
Right.
I'm so confused. Where do I go? Down.
Huh?
Owie.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Hello. Who are you?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Not
You
impressed.
pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit
Get that
analysis.
XP.
But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Oh fuck. She walked right in front of me. You walked in front of me. No. Can I not? Oh, okay. He's dead. I didn't want to do it. Damn it. Damn it. What is this one? Okay, before I shot.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
We'll
Don't
do
know
the
where you
same
came from,
talk.
stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
That was her that time. She ran in front. Let them deal with it.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Save ammo. And get loot. I thought there were 3 of them. Oh, there were more. How much can I carry? And what's worth carrying? Have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time. By dragging them up to the slot at the top of the screen. On this page, you can inspect your weapons, compare them, flag them as junk, or break them down for parts. Players with the engineering skill can repair weapons on the screen as well. Take care of your TNL weapons and they'll take care of your enemies. It's the same pistol.
Look.
It's a it's a snake. How do I break down?
Here. You want a snake? Look at its
It's a
eyes.
snake.
Look at its eyes.
Where are his eyes? Why is it not showing up? It's got eyeballs.
Oh, just on his head on the table.
They're on the side of his head.
Yeah, they're not. Snake's eyes aren't in the front of their head.
He's got a round tail. Pew! Why'd you make him pink? Specifically dark pink at the top.
Stop.
He's a pee-pee. Pee-pee snake. Ow. Hmm. Oh. Who came through here earlier? Babe?
What?
Who came through here earlier?
Kylie.
Oh.
Got picked up.
Look, I made Bilbo Baggins.
You streaming?
Yeah.
You don't want us anymore?
Nope.
She's probably looking to break away from him. Because I didn't see him. Look at your axolotl.
Yeah, you chillin'.
Pumpkin likes the snake.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Bah.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Intruders are not authorized to access the unreliable cement. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
What?
You want a little axolotl for your keys?
For my keys?
Yeah.
Like a keychain?
Yeah.
Can you make it little?
Yeah.
How little can you make them?
Can we get the size of the axolotl you have now's tail?
Oh, dang.
All doors are on security lockdown.
So the
Nice try, Marauder.
You laughing at?
The game.
Or I can make one that can hang off of your headphones. You know what I'm talking about? Like the charm things that people put on their headphones, like the stars and stuff. They like hang down from here, up there. They hang down on the side. I want to make something for your headphones. You know, it'd be funny if I made ears for
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime.
make you look
Please
like
submit
an
yourself to
axolotl.
the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada,
Huh.
the autonomous digital astrogator
To make
of
you
this
look like an
vessel.
axolotl.
Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly
Make my
fashion.
ears.
Failure to do so will result in your immediate
I
destruction.
want ears.
Yeah, but what ears? You want like bear, cat,
Yeah.
bunny rabbit,
No. The last one.
bear,
No.
cat?
Yeah.
Little cat ears?
Yeah.
You're
What?
gonna be on the toilet for a week if you keep eating them.
They're good.
You want me to take the other ones off? Because then I can use them for measurement. To make sure I make them big enough. Because this one was a little snug. And this one
I detect an
a little
elevated
light.
heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence.
Here, you need a snake for
Transfer
your neck.
procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Uh-oh.
1.
It's stuck on your one shoulder.
You are still here. My deception protocols have
Do you need
failed.
a drink or anything?
I have been programmed to express
Huh?
Do you need a drink
disappointment.
or anything? You have 2 drinks left. You have a Red Bull or
This vessel is the registered
strawberry
property
Dr.
of Captain Alex
What?
Hawthorne.
You have 2
I am
drinks
incapable
left.
of
Strawberry
accepting
Dr.
orders from
Pepper or
anyone
Red
other
Bull.
than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Or regular Dr. Pepper if you trade me.
Strawberry. Strawberry Dr. Pepper.
I heard you. I knew what that meant. Burr, burr. I know what that means. Okay,
I understand.
what color?
I will require some time to process this information.
Oh,
Thank you
just
for your
pink.
patience and for your honesty.
Yeah.
I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Skill improvements. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. No shit. After spending... Hold on. Yeah. After spending a skill point on a core skill, improves all of the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Armor, consumables, and status effects can temporarily raise and lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks and skill passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk every other level. Keep leveling up, and you'll be upper management material in no time. I have 10 points. God damn. Okay, we're gonna put a few in our fighting. upgrade everything a little bit. You can companion abilities. You can command your companions to use their special abilities on the enemy you are targeting. You've unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. Hitting enemies in different locations during TTD maims or cripples those body parts. Try different locations to see the different effects. Hits to the chest produce different effects when using different weapons. Unlock the dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated. Oh. So saying the right thing just makes someone drop dead. Perk selection on the screen. You can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. Get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as by accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. Okay. Ooh. Journal. What's in the journal? I should probably be reading these, but they're probably all shit I've already read. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Well, I can access everything now. What's all in here?
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown. These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Anything in here? This is like space fallout.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them. Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself. Right before he...
Oh shit. Oh shit.
died.
That's
The
expensive.
ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at...
Good enough.
Your disposal, Captain.
Beep. Oh, I have to hold it.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming.
Yeah,
If you'd like to speak
let's
with my
go.
manager, I report to Constable Reyes
Successful
in
lie.
Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay, I gotta go far. How do I heal again? Ah, F. I have more pistol ammo. Bam, bam, bam. What did I just pick up? Oh shit, I have armor. Where? Manage your armor here, break them down, yada yada yada. Level 4, level 3. Could I throw? Nope. Which one's better? Consumables. um. How do I tell what my health is at? Well, there we go. Man, none of these guys had anything. Whee! Yo, what the fuck? How do I put my gun away?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Who's talking? Oh.
Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea.
Why do you
It's
say
in
that?
poor
man?
taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by them. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Ask him about the
Being
guards.
vigilant. Don't want to get blindsided by some corpse-chewing marauder come stalking out the shadows. I am employed by the Retirement Department of Spacer's Choice. That's fancy talk for working in the cemetery.
Nice.
Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Junior in humor.
Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time.
So he's always junior.
The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means
Rent
paperwork.
your gravesite.
Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge. Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill.
Jesus,
Bodies won't
dude.
bury themselves, you know?
Alright.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing as far as rumors go. Is there a reason you asking? Hope's just a rumor, friend. Ancient rumor at that. Maybe you've been out in the sun too long. Why don't you head over to the cantina? Get yourself some zero-G brew. It's a brew that's good for what ails you. Look, I don't know what's got you caterwauling about Hope this and Colony that, but you need to stop, or there's gonna be trouble.
Why?
Trouble's in the asking. Boy don't much care for folk running their mouths, spreading hoaxes and the like. Frankly, neither do I. Something I can do for you?
Okay, maybe I should change my clothes then. Bum, bum, bum. This guy here.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Oh shit. Ah!
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
What?
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties. He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague.
Oh.
By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
What's he got around here? Dude.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Eh.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene. Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
Treat all your workers. What are what are the
Fever,
symptoms?
chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
The flu? Yeah, that's true.
Whatever it may be, I have developed my own palliative. Boiled canid liver and a splash of ethanol. Cup of policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us. Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
He's got shit in here. Can't stand up. There we go. Am I visible? Does he even care? Can I quick save?
Hey, that's against reg... What do you think you're doing?
Shit, man.
Carry on.
Sick. Hey man, he owed.
What can I do for you? Go ahead.
What the fuck?
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started. As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work. The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them... We're a sensible people.
So I have to go back and talk to Silas about Conrad.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room. That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Well, I took a bunch of shit, so...
What can I do for you?
Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay for it. Body price is gonna ruin us. I think that we bought off his teeth. Full set of gold teeth. Passed down his ew. So is that what I need? Yeah.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How? You probably heard it from one of our local gossip mongers. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. More than a few. Those teeth were his personal savings. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I? Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Ooh. I can't jump this. There we go. Look at that. Wow.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling. The war, the coming apocalypse, man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Automatons? What is this? Fucking Helldivers?
Just my luck. I asked for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I've seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising.
Where'd they be shooting at birds?
Mechanicals come clanging on over that hill. Where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's chaw, a few bit carts. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name. They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanicals got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Okay. On to the next two.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson.
Why does he
I'll be
look
right
like
at my
a
post
lady and sound
tomorrow.
like an old
Bright and
man?
early tomorrow, because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching.
Oh.
And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows.
Ew.
He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. Couple hours out of your day and some light second story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it. Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me
I
up.
like this. This is a
Could have
fun
gone to
game
see
so
a good
far.
vicar, but I never did find my courage.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. All right, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Oh.
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
Okay.
That's all I can ask of you.
Oh, wait. Where? How do I get to her? Oh, she's in here.
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Oh.
Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okay. Things are creepy looking. How the hell do I get out? Ooh. Silas, I have your money.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients. Yeah? What about him? Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we were supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead. Let me know if you find anything. You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime. Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? Yeah?
Okay, let's see. Next task. What are we doing? Let's go kill this robot. I can't tell if it's inside or... Okay, yeah, it is. Oh, I guess not. Ew. This is like... This is literally like Fallout.
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing
Just
fair
beat him a
soldier,
couple
I confess.
times.
But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
By holding the attack button, you charge overhead power attack that inflicts significant extra damage. Strong sweep attack that hit multiple enemies in front of you and hard to avoid. Okay, pretty neat. Nice.
Something got you down?
Nothing.
You read the latest report? We can have another 0G.
Go back this way.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna.
Hey, you.
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits. Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Oops. Let's get out of here. Okay. We can go in here and talk to the old Reedy boy.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Oh. Dude, this is so confusing. He's up in there. Okay. Okay, I know where I'm going then. I almost found him on accident earlier.
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical
I
district
didn't go there anyways.
over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste. We could use the power. Cannery's been struggling. If we don't ramp up productivity, the company might cut us loose.
Being better at your job?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good Lord, no, I don't want you killing anyone. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb. but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an immediate passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Gain a companion. I'm assuming she's got like repair perks and shit.
Why do you look like that?
What?
Like a dog?
What? Oh, dang it.
No, it's not stiff.
Ow! I was thinking it that far through.
Don't put it through that hole. Here, hold the headphones. Let me do it.
So what's the plan?
Wait, hold on. Get it. I'm gonna attach these on there.
On where?
Onto this. I'll stitch them onto there. Here, one of the ears. I'll stitch them on there.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing? I don't have time for this. Move along.
Okay. How do I get in?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay. You can bring me the book, guys.
Where are we headed?
Are they working?
Not really. It's too tight. Just stay flat. You gotta like sew it over. Oh no, I don't think it'll work. It'll just stay floppy. You could see him. You need to make them out of like the thick shit. There.
They look like bunny ears.
Oh.
Oh. It fell over. There's some Buckeyes.
Oh. Why don't you go get them?
And I walked away from you to go grab them.
What?
What do you mean what?
When did you do that?
You said, "Can you give me the Buckeyes?" And I went, "Yeah," and then left and got the Buckeyes. And came
I didn't
back.
know you did that.
You know what I gotta do? I gotta use the, you know, that yarn wire that I have? Put that in it, and then you can bend them over and stuff.
Everyone all right? Watch out!
Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Oh, I can't take his gun. Bro, the fucking AR, man. What's this? Oh, I didn't know I was stealing.
Is that TV back there a smart TV?
There's a TV back there.
Yeah. That's another smart TV.
Oh.
That's one of the ones. No, I think that's. Yeah, that's one of the ones that you were trying to get this monitor before you brought that one down, then you brought this one. Did you figure out a time or no?
No.
Did he message you?
He said.
Does he have to work?
So what time were we going tomorrow? I said, I don't know. What time are you thinking? I said, I don't know. When's good for you?
I'll look at the times and text him. Are we going to the one over here?
Yeah. Oh, dude, why are they everywhere?
No! Gotta hurt. We made it!
Well, they disintegrate? What? Where'd their bodies go? Boom, boom, boom. Don't know what killed him, but thanks. Buckeye. All
want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Aegea what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Explains why you're still yammering on it. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Sure.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. The
So
hills are
many
wide.
quests.
She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest. I'll tell you what I can. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. What is it?
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
What is it?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps
Strange
flowers.
old lady.
But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. Question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want chip parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
So you're right here.
Look at the screen you're playing on. You still hear me talking. You don't have to look at me to hear me talk.
It's nice though.
Go to a doctor.
It's polite.
Since when are you polite?
Shut up.
Exactly. Just answer your own question.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You know, I got this shoe rack so you put your shoes on it.
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Where are we headed? That's on account of how I never met her. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. The contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. It just comes off cold to me, is all.
I've points available.
You want to eat a Grinch?
I don't want them.
Why?
I don't like those cookies.
Look, it's the Grinch.
Yeah.
Pooping?
Burping.
Sure. The icing on them's getting all mushy because it's warm in here. What time is it? I have to pee. It's 12. What's that noise?
What?
The house is rattling.
The negotiator. What perk should I do?
Do they have to work?
Huh?
Do they have to work?
Oh.
I need to pee. It's 12. It's 12:04. It's officially Ryan's birthday. Nothing has changed.
Huh.
What should I do?
What? What do you mean? Go pee, man.
No shit.
Yeah. That's simple.
I don't want to be too loud while I'm upstairs. And also, I don't know if Kylie came home yet.
I don't think so.
The only thing I don't like about going to the bathroom up there is your parents don't have a door on the bathroom.
How the fuck do I get over there?
Should I do what I did last time?
What?
I'm not saying. No, I shouldn't. I think I'll be fine just going up there.
Yeah.
You need to. That's what you need to do tomorrow.
What?
You need to do what your dad told you to do with the toilet.
What? Vacuum it or shit?
Yes. He said you need to be doing that a lot, so then we can start using our bathroom again.
We have to get a vacuum first. He said he has to go to Harbor Freight and get one.
Then tell him to get his ass going. Because I'm sick of having to go upstairs. I have to pee every 5 minutes. I'm a little person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like Pumpkin. I can't hold my pee as long as you guys can. And you guys get to just walk outside and pee. I can't do that. I'll pee all over myself.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Unexpected.
Here they come!
They're on the other side of the wall. How do we get in? They're coming nowhere, man. This is literally just Fallout on another planet.
All beginning.
Look out!
System alert. Processing.
Oh, there's an opening here.
Performing an area sweep. Now searching.
Oh.
Nearby unit.
You good?
Yeah, huh?
They literally have the final slow-mo. I got helmets now, man. Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. +5 lock picking on a helmet, dude. Let me use this one though. That doesn't look useful. Riot helmet. Did I get what I needed for... I didn't get it.
That was the most quiet I've ever been in my entire life. Also, I recommend if you have to use the story outside because it's so dark up there, and I almost fell over all the boxes right up there.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Yeah, I had to turn my screen on and go like this at the floor. I was so scared, and he didn't wake up surprisingly. He just kept snoring. He woke himself up. He was like, I was like, Jesus. I was joking. And Kylie's not really anymore, so.
Transition.
The control room should be ahead somewhere, a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
System.
Here they come!
I missed what? The Outer Worlds. It's pretty much Fallout.
Gosh, that's fun.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
You sleepy?
What? Thought I unlocked the door.
Unexpected. Performance unerring.
Got him all!
I don't know what I just found, but it looks good. Why am I still hearing a robot? Don't know what I just did there. Hell pods. Assign a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all our mechanicals every century in drone. Is not my place to say so. Run contrary to Spacer's chase. Which I'm being cheap as possible just in case I'm audited. I would like to express how grateful blah 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 blah. Hey! Hey! This is about Higgins. Huh, okay. What am I missing?
You're not real. You're not real.
What? Yo, is there someone in here? Who's talking?
Not real. You're not real.
What is happening? Oh. Oh. Holy moly, man. Yeah. Oh. What is this little dude? Rah! What am I missing? What are you doing, stinky butt?
not real. You're not real.
I don't know what to do. I'm a little stucky. I'm running in a loop.
Something you need?
All 3 track switches. Huh? Oh,
No, just leave me alone.
Bro, who's in here?
No, just leave me alone.
Well, there he is. I'll get to him.
No, just leave me alone.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Rosa invest.
Oh, you're shitting me. No, what? I died? So this gun's ass. Where am I right now? Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Everything, yeah. Okay.
Pumpkin, come here. Come get a treat. You're gonna love it. Come here. You want a treat? Come here. Go sit. Sit.
Should be, yeah. I'm just gonna leave that one. Whee!
Go away, Phantom!
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Got it. Inside voices.
Eat it. A treat.
Processing.
Here we go!
Yay, no steam. Ooh. What should we do? What should we do? Okay.
System searching for...
Incoming!
Ow. Yeah, I just shot myself. Damn, boy. I'm just grabbing shit, man. I don't know what it is. I want it though. If it's glowing, I'm grabbing it. I think I've gone everywhere.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Was that what I just did?
Celeste.
Now what do we add that thing to? I guess we can break down. I didn't really like that one. A shock pistol? Oh, can we add that to a melee weapon? A what? Where'd that come from? Beep, 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 beep. We'll do it to this one. E. Yes. Any armor mods I can do?
Wow, you got that?
Get away!
I want to see what this dude down here is going nuts about.
Away, Phantom! Get away! You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot! Scram!
Okay, man.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Well, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
What?
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium. You mean, why did the mechanicals go on a murderous rampage? Same reason any of us do, I suppose. The voices told them to do it. I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing pipes when the killing started. So, as usual, I missed out. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons. You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Oh.
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides. Braised, boiled, charred, skewered. Sprats are good eating, friend. Chock full of brain food. Mechanicals lost their bolts. Opened fire on anything that moved. It was pandemonium.
I already know that.
I was on cleaning duty at the time. My old boss had me scrubbing.
God damn it. How do I get over there again? Isn't it this way?
Once we do this, there's no going... Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Not really.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
All right. Edgewater. Bam.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they don't care much for me.
Do-do-do-do. Oh. Am I missing anything?
That was quick.
Okay, I got 2 revolvers now. Break down that one. What? How do I get there? Fast travel. That's how. Knock this one out while we're here. What else is in Zoe's home? Thanks for the poster. What's this?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he...
Don't see why Thomas can't just get the generator up and running. Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Hey, I got time.
Why is he still got a
hungry?
marker?
We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with? I'll help if I can. Zoe was always obsessed with this cereal. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Okay, there we go. Okay. So we're there. So we're there. Is that the same? I think so. Okay.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
Get back to work,
I want to
lady.
ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Fair enough.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again.
The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Done.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. Works every time. What do you think you're doing? Oh, I'm just leaving. Okay.
Law.
Okay. Gotta go all the way down there now. Alright, we'll knock out. Where's this one at? Right here.
Hey.
This one.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding. Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her. You know where to find me. What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go. Mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... This isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you. I expect we got no choice. Edgewater needs us back.
Oh, no.
As I am to admit it.
I can't.
We need Edgewater.
I can't do that
Okay
still.
with this, Grace?
Zoe's still out there. Don't much care to leave her unaccounted. If you find her, could you let me know? We'll be waiting in Edgewater.
Just give us some time to gather our personals and say our goodbyes. If you run into Reed, you tell him we're coming back, yeah?
Oh, fuck, dude. Okay. Bunch right there. Let's do this one first. the shotgun? Yeah. Forgot what my guns are. Oh, there's a lot.
That's the last of them. You're fast.
La 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 la. Hunting rifle. Any other ones? I thought there was more. I don't remember. Ah! Oh no, dude. Oh no. What's happening? Where am I?
Incoming! Nice one! We did it! Easy.
Okay, there's mines up here. Where though? That? Or is it that?
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Watch out for mines.
Great work. Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me. I've got that to look forward to. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Okay.
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon.
Okay.
Back to the old cannery, huh? Don't know what else I expected. We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Okay. This is going pretty quick, actually. But we're gonna get in here and then save. And then quit. And then we're going to end the stream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably earlier, probably later. I don't fucking know. But we'll be live.